is number 5, at center, 6'11", number 17, at guard, 6'3", number 3, CJ. At forward, 6'8", number 14, Brandon Ingram. At forward, 6'7", number 1, Zion Williamson.
Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at New Orleans. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite. They want to do it on a nightly basis.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. In the post, it's Bay and Capella. And it's Hunter in at the 3. And for New Orleans, sharing the wing spots, it's Jones and Ingram. Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. And it's McCollum in at the point guard. This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game. And that's the only way these teams know how to play.
And it's Ingram missing. And it's Bay with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Bay with a screen on Jones. Murray the pass to Bay. Over Williamson. Outside for Murray. Bay with a screen for Murray. Young outside for 3. Some solid defense from Ingram. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. McCollum right side. Williamson against Hunter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And for the second straight time, Brent, the Atlanta Hawks made a first-round exit in 2023.
You know, it's interesting, Kevin, when a team achieves something that maybe they didn't think they were going to get to, how those expectations change. I think that's happened to the Hawks a little bit. Look, they made a coaching change. They fell short this year. With some retooling, they definitely have some pieces out there who are going to fight and are going to adjust to what it is they need to do in order to take that next step. Zion, he's just got to do whatever it takes to stay healthy, because when this guy is on the floor, he's a difference maker.
Now here's McCollum, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Here's Valanciunas. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum.
McCollum with a great job using the screen, deadly either shooting or passing. Just a great job of reading things in action off the pick.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
That free throw good from Young.
Remember, Trae Young wasn't selected for the 2023 All-Star game, and Brent, some are calling that a snub.
Yeah, I don't know, Greg. That seemed a little bit odd to me, and it caught some people off guard. But look, if you want to give Trae Young another chip on his shoulder, you're going to get some incredible performances.
What a luxury, Brent, it is to have Trae Young head up this team.
Unbelievable, just a walking bucket, and there's nights where you could just expect something special is coming at the hands of Trae Young. So much success in the early part of his career, and he hasn't slowed down. I like when Valanciunas takes charge, ferocious that time on the tape.
Young drives in. Good work there as it goes. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And got As I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Jones. Valanciunas with a screen on Murray. Here's Jones. And he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
Nice jam by Jones, popping off the floor.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Murray outside. Back to Young. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Young's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to McCollum. Screened by Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Jones. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Bay with a screen on Jones. A floater, and it's good on the way-in. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
And Capella sends it back.
Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him.
Young, a screen on Valanciunas. And it's Murray with the jam.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's McCollum following the bucket by the Hawks. Lets it go from deep. And the Pelicans miss again. And it's Bay with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Leading by 5. Getting their first of the season at this Pelicans team.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
Very difficult to imagine it'll be much different this season. These teams still appear to be very closely matched, each with talent to be competitive, but not necessarily elite.
Ingram against Hunter. Screen by Capella. Hunter kicks to Bay. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3.
And just to contest, a big man like Valanciunas putting a hand up makes that shot incredibly difficult.
McCollum against Young, and it's McCollum off the drive. Valanciunas out to Ingram. Can they get it? Outside, Jones. Takes it inside. Offensive rebound. Here's Valanciunas. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. The Hawks leading by 5. Bay sets a screen. Young pass to Bay. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. McCollum against Young. Back to Bay. How long does all of your off-season rest usually last you at the start of the regular season? Like, when do you start to really feel the games again?
You know, the fatigue comes at you fast, Kevin. So that rested feeling only lasts about a couple weeks. Nothing wears you out like playing NBA ball.
That one is off. This Pelican front office has done a great job, Brent, finding some diamonds in the rough, players that have now helped.
Think about it, Kevin. They grabbed Jose Alvarado and Najee Marshall, both undrafted players. And those guys are key rotation pieces to change the tempo of any game. Herb Jones, a great steal in the second round, defensively comes in, creates havoc. I mean, a lot of really impressive finds for this front office.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. In the third spot, the Hawks.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Takes a step back. Ingram. Bucket is good.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Screen by Capella. Here's Young, and he drives in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Passes it to Ingram. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
They're getting cold in here. This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Murray. That one goes. Count it. Murray's got 8 points.
If guys are getting points inside, that's a bad sign for the defense. So you don't want to allow too much penetration, especially from DeJounte.
Now here's McCollum. Still scoreless. Here's Valanciunas. And another shot. And finally, that one's good.
Well, the effort and the power that Valanciunas can play with puts him in great position to grab rebounds like that.
Murray is screen on McCollum. Young pass to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Pelicans trail by 8. Williamson looking it over. Here's Ingram. Off target with the jump hook.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Looking at DeJounte Murray, it's amazing, Bren, how well he recovered from a serious injury just a few years ago.
You never know how a guy is going to bounce back from an ACL injury and a complete year off from basketball, but he is back to full strength, and he has been awesome.
Since moving to Atlanta in 1968, Greg, the Hawks have never been to the NBA Finals.
That is insane, Kevin. I mean, you think back to all the great players they've had, from Dominique Wilkins to now Trae Young. Hawks fans are hungry for a trip to the finals.
Now here's Ingram. Pass to Hawkins. Down low. Out to Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Ingram's got his second bucket.
Ingram seems just more and more confident in his ability to shoot from the three-point line.
Okongwu a screen. Bogdanovich passes to Okongwu. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game, it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
Atlanta with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
So it's the Hawks now. Murray right side. Johnson sends the screen for Murray. The pass to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Back to Murray. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Murray's sort of deceptively powerful. Does a great job of finding angles, so touching him up is not going to stop that motion.
And the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now here's Murray. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Okongwu with a screen on Hawkins. Murray, here he goes.
Murray doing a great job right now in rhythm off that screen and roll and exploiting the deep.
Pass to Daniel. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And that one's good. Ingram.
This takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Murray against Hawkins. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Zeller grabs the board. Shoots. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. DeJounte Murray has been leading the charge for the Atlanta Hawks. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Right back after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Atlanta.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
They've got Zion Williamson. Hawkins is out there with Lewis. Then it's Daniels, and it's Nance in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now, here is Young. 23 points for him the last game against Washington.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
So awesome to see Zion healthy and showing off that elite athleticism.
Here's Young. Drives to the hoop. He gets that one. Young's got 10.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Daniels. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Daniels has got his first 2 points of the night.
I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
Young pass to Bogdanovich. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Trying to improve every year, that's the goal of anyone in the NBA. Bogdanovich has great fundamentals to be able to do that.
Here is Hawkins. Still without a basket.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now, here is Young. 10 points for him. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Pelicans trail by 4. Passes it to Hawkins. Now here's Williamson. A jump hook, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Not much you're going to do with Zion that close.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Griffin's checked in.
I had a chance to check out the stats for Bogdanovich, how he performed last season. Put up about 14 points per, 2 assists and 3 rebounds. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
I just want to kick back and lounge here because when this guy's hot, it's a love story. And when he's cold, it's a nightmare. So sit back, get your popcorn. Let's see what he does.
Now Lewis following Bogdanovich's three-point attempt.
Boy, did he burrow his play in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Lewis misses.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
You know, Brent, here we are looking at the New Orleans Pelicans. It does seem like they are improving. What do you think?
Well, they made the playoffs in 2022 and the play-in tournament in 2023. But there's something that they haven't had on the floor that you feel like if that gets right, they're going to get right.
Lewis dishes to Nance. It's hauled in by Trae Young. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. It's Young on the wing. Okongwu with the screen for Young. That one doesn't go. Nance with some nice D. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Trae Young has been talking smack from a young age. He said if I was doing something nice, I wanted to let them know about it. Once he got to the NBA, Trae says, I was more of a fan of the guys I was going against. Once I got out of that mindset and started being competitive, talking a little trash, that's when everything clicked. Kevin?
David, not shy at all. Thank you. The Hawks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
No good on the free throw. Right, there has been some talk of having overtime played to a target score. Can you make the case for that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, more certainty on how long the broadcast will go, right, Kevin? And protecting players from the heavy minute loads that can result from those games that go into multiple overtimes. So I like that idea.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Bay comes in for Johnson. Hunter's checked in for A.J. Griffin. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Bogdanovich. Bay. Back to Young. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. Second, the Pelicans.
You can tell by watching them how much they enjoy playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Williamson with it, and it's Bay picking him up.
Looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim. The
Hawks trail it. Young inside. Valanciunas is there. Shots good from Young. Young's got 8 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's Valanciunas. A 23-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Hunter, no one around him. Off target with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Back to Jones. New Orleans moving it around. Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum. Jones, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
The Hawks trail by 6. A second-round pick in 2021, Brent Herb Jones immediately made an impact on the defensive end.
And you wonder if being on the all-defensive team, or at least getting votes as a rookie, has changed Herb Jones' mentality about wanting to get Defensive Player of the Year. I know that sounds silly, but he's got the capability and versatility to be that much of an impact on the defensive end.
Now, here is Young. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. Hunter finds Murray over Jones, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Pelicans leading by 6. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Williamson. The jump hook. Again, the Pelicans score.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Now, here is Young. He's got 16. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of 3-pointers thus far.
The attack can come from a lot of ways, either execution or by just getting on the bounce and driving it in, and that's where they've been very effective tonight.
Tyson Daniels checked in for the Pelicans. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for the Hawks. Capella with a screen on McCollum. Murray, the pass to Capella. Capella draws the double. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
And Clint Capella having a little bit of fun out there with that dunk.
Pelicans leading by 3. Ingram deciding where to go with it. A fader. Rebound, Atlanta. Bayes got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Ingram just continuing to impress and taking strides in the right direction. Just a tremendous amount of offensive weaponry.
Griffin's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Ingram against Hunter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here we are, Greg, watching Atlanta. This team has a lot of firepower.
And some great scores, Kevin. They don't just launch threes. They like to work for good shots inside the arc as well.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Bay, no good. And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 6-point game. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
Well, Nance can be quick, and this time out-hustles his opponent to the offensive board.
Capella with a screen on McCollum. Murray dishes to Capella. And the rebound goes. To the Pelicans. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Daniels passes to Ingram. And Valanciunas penetrating.
I certainly don't want to be on the tracks when the Valanciunas train is coming at you.
The Hawks trail by 10. Murray looking around. To the inside. It's stolen by Nance. Ingram outside. Puts up a deep 3. And no good in the last second attempt this time.
Well, Hunter's trying to make an impact on the defensive end right now.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Howdy, folks, and without further ado, now's a great time to check in with other games currently in progress. And you look at the league, Shaq, you've said today's players are pudding pops, which, by the way, are delicious. Any other dessert-related put-downs?
Great question, Ernie. Cupcakes, always good.
Soft serve. 2 on the nose, Kenny. Work on it. I'll come back to you. And as for our matchup, what a tremendous first half it was for the New Orleans Pelicans.
They've been active on the glass. That's helped them take control of this game. It's tough to beat a team that's rebounding as well as they are right now.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court for Atlanta, in at small and power forward, it's Hunter and Bay. In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. And it's Capella in at the 5. And here's McCollum for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. McCollum's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans. Hunter with it, now guarded by Ingram. And it's Murray with the jam.
The tough part about defending Murray is he can beat you in so many ways. You'll want him to shoot threes, but right now, he's showing it all.
McCollum outside. Back to Jones. Capella against Valanciunas. The dish to McCollum. Valanciunas with a screen on Young. Free throw line jump shot. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Inside, it's stolen. By Jones. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact, McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
And just so good off the bounce. C.J. McCollum is as frustrating to cover as anyone.
Yeah, but it's also, Greg, one of the players in the league that we appreciate the most because of the footwork, because of the fundamentals, maybe a little bit undersized. He finds ways to get it done with efficiency and
NBA 2K TV.
This week, we're continuing our series on the community template builds with